Guys, we are back and we have a guest in our studio, the leader of the tournament, Nodirbek Abdusattorov. Nodirbek, brilliant game. Congratulations for your win.
Thank you.
We want to go through it because some of your decisions, especially your opening and all, was something we want to talk about. Coming to your game.
Yes.
Vincent, yesterday you lost to Prague.
Yes.
How did you what was your feeling like after that, and how did you prepare for this?
I felt like I played good game up to some point. I think, after bishop f6, I spent a lot of time, but I just wanted to play first. I want to play knight e4, which is the best move, but knight e4 just
rook a5 at the end.
Yes, but I first decided to change the rook, exchange the rooks, but it was a bad decision. And after queen d3, it's I felt like I lost my advantage, and I tried to find some tactics, but I lost the threat of the game.
Prague. Do you think you should have repeated? Maybe Prague may not have, but
bishop h5.
You guys were repeating, and then suddenly you.
No, I didn't like bishop h5 because bishop b2.
Yes.
Yes. No, then of course I had to play bishop d1, but it was such a tough decision to make for an endgame. So but I feel like it's a classic Prague kind of game. He just tricks you at the end. When you have low on time, and I feel like I was not so disappointed because it was kind of normal game. Going for this game, I was looking optimistic.
Board,
Yes. He went for this queen's gambit accepted. D4. E4. And I played knight f6, which is very, very rare. Rare line. Yes.
This is actually risk. Like you took some serious risk today with this line or not? What do you think?
Well, it depends what white choose, right? There are some lines that can become very sharp, but also there is some solid lines. So, he went for knight f3, bishop g4, d5, knight e5, knight c3. This is pretty normal. Bishop e3, a6. And after the game, I think he told me that he might be confused. This h3 is bishop e2. I think bishop after a6.
Bishop
e2. I think he wanted to get this line, but he confused it. Like bishop f3. Here I have to take bishop f3. G takes f3, e6, f4, knight d3, bishop d3, c takes d3, d6. No, d6.
Yes.
f6, queen b3, queen c8. This very long line, which is
actually
dangerous.
There is a Wojtaszek game here.
Yes.
e5, knight h5, f5. I think we were.
I think e5, knight g4 is the best move.
Knight g4.
With the idea of not playing knight h6 and knight f5. Actually, this is a very. I think this line is dangerous for black, but objectively, if black knows the stuff, then it should be fine. So.
Here, after he may be
he confused. I think because here after bishop e2, obviously you cannot play knight takes f3, g takes f3, bishop h5. Now you have e5, knight d7, f4. It's just crushing.
Earlier the queen would be attacked.
Yes, pinned was. So after h3, knight f3, g takes f3, bishop h5, bishop c4, e5. So logical, and here I think d6.
Were you prepared for it?
Yes, of course. I knew that.
But rook takes. We were looking at it. Fe6, bishop e6, bishop f3, castles, take. What's your feeling here?
Of course, this all variations. In my file, but I have to figure it out over the boards. I think instead of bishop takes c6, king e2. I think is also
king e2,
yeah,
yes.
king e2.
We saw that also.
Bishop
Small
before,
edge.
yeah, bishop before, yeah. This first line of the engine. I think bishop e6, bishop c3, bc, knight e4. Yeah, it's just very small. So I mean, it literally
Right.
liquidates after some moves.
So were you happy when he went bishop e2?
Yes, I was very happy. I knew that this structure is really tricky for white. Because my king will be safe on the king side after castle, bishop d6 castle.
Yeah.
But his king is like is stuck in center, so it's really dangerous for him to go for this. Yeah, queen b3, b5, and also I didn't feel like this was a good decision for him, like playing a4,
A4 you did.
opening up this line.
Did you consider b4 or b8 was very clear to you?
Yeah, of course I considered b4, but I was worried about knight b1 and knight d2. He comes, along castle, and his king will be very safe on b1. Yeah.
But also before a4, instead of a4,
Yes.
was long castle something worrisome for black?
I think in this specific case, I think b4 and knight takes e4. Black has this tactic. Yeah.
Correct.
So, but in general, yeah, long castle should be played, but then okay, it's some
After a4,
fight.
I don't think it is so easy to play long castle. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, his king is stuck.
Also, knight
forever,
d7
yeah.
helps you so much because you
Yeah,
want to go
f5,
f5.
f5, yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, I want to play f5, so it's
Castles.
logical. a5. Okay, he played some, some.
Did you
some
expect
moves.
knight a7, knight b5, knight a7, knight c6?
Yeah, of course, I saw this plan, but I wasn't so impressed with this knight on c6 because as it happened in the game later, this knight was just stuck on c6 and had no moves.
Absolutely.
for rest of the game. So I think, yeah, it's interesting, but also it does nothing on c6. I think.
I mean, the knight is beautiful, but just
Yes.
in the wrong
Yes.
square. Yeah,
Yes.
somewhere.
Yeah, initially it felt like it stopped c6 and everything,
Yes.
and it's really good, but then it
But
did
I think
nothing.
this combination of putting on knight to c6 works well with if white managed to exchange some pieces and get long castle, that black will
Then no b8 square.
no b8 square for rooks. So, but in this case, I think it's just stuck on c6. I think.
So this phase of the game, like next few moves,
Yes.
we were a bit confused. Like what's
Yes.
going on? What was?
Yeah, we were both. I think I also was not sure what's going on
Everybody
here
was.
because I felt like I should be fine. Black should be fine, but I saw the bishop h6 here as principal. I don't know. It felt logical. Bishop h6, bishop g6. He takes f5, queen takes f5, and just play this endgame. Queen takes f5, rook f5. It should be equal. So I was bishop d2.
Bishop
I think.
d2
Yeah,
maybe,
bishop
yeah.
d2 maybe.
More accurate.
More accurate, yes. Yeah, obviously black is fine, but I think I thought white should go for this, objectively. Instead, he went for h4, which I think does nothing.
Yeah.
Just I play king h8, rook g5, and queen e8. I think is a very good move here because maybe objectively not, but I think practically
What
queen
was
e8.
the thought behind it? Just
Well, I didn't want to change the structure. I didn't want to commit with fe or f4,
Okay.
so I keep the tension, and if white castles long, then maybe I can play f4 and close this bishop d2, h6, and start pushing on queenside a4, a3. Yeah.
okay.
Eventually. So now it's a bit strange for him, I think, to find a move here because
This doesn't.
you don't.
look good, yes?
Yeah.
Take this.
Yeah, the structure is is bad for white, but objectively maybe he had to go for this. But I like black actually.
You like
Yes.
black, right? King d1, I think we didn't understand first, but then we realized that he actually wants to win this pawn, maybe,
Yes.
Stop this bishop b4 check ideas.
Yeah. Also, maybe he want to just play rook a4, protect the e4 pawn, and just slowly bring the king like king c1, king b1, playing positionally. Yeah. But here I think a4 is a very accurate move. H6
Six?
first, yeah. Rook g1, a4. Yes, that's very strong.
This is
A4.
such. I think you want to just deflect the queen
Yes.
from the defense of the
yes,
bishop.
Yes, of course. And I also want to, not to give him option of rook a4. I think it's very important.
Beautiful
for him to
move
protect,
actually,
yes.
A4.
Yes.
So it's a very prophylactic move and deflection.
Yeah, and I exchange rooks and just start to
Check.
come with my queen. And here I was, after king d3, I was just briefly calculating rook f2. I don't know.
Yes,
if it
we
works.
had Abhimanyu
Yes.
here in the. We did calculate some rook
But
f2
I wasn't
lines.
sure. I wasn't sure.
Take,
It
take,
should
check.
be good for black, but I wasn't sure. King c4, queen f2, queen d1, queen b2. Here is some move for white, I think. Here.
Look at the king,
king
yeah,
d3. I'm not sure. Yeah, no, not king d3 maybe. But yeah, here.
It felt tempting,
yeah,
no?
Yeah, of course, it felt good for black, but I wasn't 100% sure if this is so clean, because it's also very, you're committing yourself, for exchange sacrifice. So.
But the
queen
way
f3
you
is very
played,
good.
I think it was clean.
Yes,
like there is
queen
no
f3, I
risk.
think no counterplay for white. Also, it's very highlightable that knight on c6 has no moves.
Exactly.
Yes, so
Exactly.
it's very important.
We were very tempted to go bishop c5 to remove this bishop because
it's also an option,
it's
yes.
such a
Yes.
important piece if you can remove it. But I
Yeah,
guess
we're looking at bishop c5.
Yeah,
knight
bishop c5 or
ideas.
knight c5. Yeah, it's
Yes, knight
both
c5.
both are options. Yeah.
But king c2, now knight f. You just
Yeah,
collect
collect the pawns. Yeah. Yeah, at this point should be winning. Also, he was low on time.
And yeah, you just won 2 pawns, and now you are.
Yeah, still knight on c6 is almost.
That knight did it. Still looks pretty.
Yes.
But the king is getting mated. Yeah. So,
Yes.
yeah, fantastic game, Nodirbek. This tournament is really seeing some very fighting games.
Yes.
What do you think is the reason for it?
Well, I think partly because we are getting tired. I think I really feel like that. I think when you are tired, you made a lot of mistakes. So I think that's what's partly happening. So yeah, and I think players are trying to to score some points, because you have to. If you want to play, if you want to fight for first place, you have to win some games, yeah. So
For sure,
they are taking some risks also.
You are on 5 out of 7, but now I guess Prag and Maksudlu both will be on 4.5.
Yes.
So it will be a good, very exciting
Yes.
finish that will happen. But Nodirbek, thank you for joining in. Amruta, do you have any questions?
No, his game was wonderful. We really enjoyed and amazing. Initially, I thought he's nervous when
Is it
d6
true?
was happening. No, it's not true, because he said he was prepared.
Yes, but Amruta was trying to decode your
Because I never
expressions.
see you nervous, you're always with that instinct, you're always so focused
Yes.
and fighting.
Were you a bit nervous in the opening today, or?
Yes, I had to
he was.
remember all the details over the board, and I wasn't sure. Maybe it happens to me that I confuse things in the opening. But this time I was good.
But in the rest day, you did practice some memory game with all the players, so hopefully that would have helped.
Well, thank you,
Thank you,
Nodirbek, for
Nodirbek.
joining us, and all the best for the last one.